Well, hello there, and a very good morning to you from San Francisco, California. I just got done with my finals yesterday. A lot of term papers and stuff. Exhausting, but it's finally done. The semester's over, and it's time to head back east. Today, I will be heading over to Chicago, Illinois for a family wedding on American Airlines on one of their A321s. So, let's head to the airport. To get there, I was gonna take an Uber since I have this huge bag, but they're 50 bucks. Usually it's around like 20, so I'm going on BART. Just hopped off the BART. American, as you just saw, they fly out of Terminal 1 here, which is the Harvey Milk Terminal. Because after Chicago, I'd be going home for the holidays, I got a big bag with me to check, and because of my status with American, it's free for me today. Very thankful. Hello, how are you? I knew that bag would be overweight. It was 54 pounds. I took my one pair of shoes out. It was still overweight at 51, but she was like, Just got through security. I actually have a friend from college here who's flying out on Southwest, also to Chicago, but through Burbank. I think I missed her flight because it's at 12:20 and the time is 12:13. Yeah, I definitely missed her. Maybe I can catch her plane though. Yep, just missed her. Oh well, that's what happens when you're late. There's only 30 minutes between her flight and mine. 12:17 right now. My flight's supposed to board at 12:25, so I gotta get some food here before I board. I'm going to be cutting it pretty close here with boarding. I think it already started, but I need some food here for 4 hours in the air. I haven't eaten anything yet today. This is a must. I don't really care about getting on there first. Thanks a lot. Alright, I am really behind here. 15 minutes till we depart. I probably have 5 minutes till they close the gate. Finally got my food. Alright, looks good. Okay, thank you. Alright. I made it. A little too close for comfort, but I'm here. Oh, there's still a line to board.
Great, thanks. Hi, welcome.
American Airlines has a ton of A321s in their fleet, and a bunch of different layouts across the board. This particular aircraft has 20 first class seats, 35 main cabin extra, and 135 main cabin seats. It's fitted with larger A321 overheads as well as mood lighting and a few added seat features which I'll show you right now. For this flight, I'm in 14F, one of the first rows of economy, which have literature pockets at the top of the seat back with the safety card inside, a tablet holder, and a USB port on one side. Main cabin seats on the A321 are very, very mediocre. There's an adjustable headrest up top, and cushion is extremely average both for your bum and back. They do recline a bit, which can be done from this armrest button. With no backpack in front of my legs, legroom is still tight for 6-foot me, which is why I usually try to get a main cabin extra seat on AA flights. There's also a seat back pocket down below, and at foot level, a universal power outlet. In fact, there's 3 in each row, so every passenger gets power. And, lucky for me today, won't have to worry about a middle person.
I feel at home here. I feel at home. I feel at home here. I feel at home.
3 hours 32 minutes over to Chicago O'Hare this evening, as it's always quicker west to east. Now's probably a good time to show the tray table as I need to eat. Pretty typical with American, it's extendable and has a single cup groove for a drink, which for now will be my cherry Coke until the FAs swing through the cabin with the service today. Only one service would be offered today on American, a very limited snack offering in pretzels, and a drink of choice. By this point, I've become accustomed to the fact of a small snack being the norm on US Airlines, and still I find this so disappointing so often. American also seems to be one of the worst in the service department, and as you'll see in my next flight review video, it gets even worse from here on AA. I'd say the decor is also on that same level. Compared to a JetBlue or Delta, there's really nothing much changed beyond the basic lav. American also has a, rather skewed in my opinion, philosophy that passengers don't really need or use PTVs in flight. Almost everyone I pass here is watching something on a device of theirs. Of course, some may actually like or prefer this, but I'd bet most would love to have a personal touchscreen in front of their face to watch a show or movie. Not on the A321. I will say though, American does provide a decent collection of content to sift through on your mobile devices. I've not been on an AA flight yet where I couldn't find something to watch or listen to, no matter the length. They got a bunch of movies and TV shows for adults and children, as well as several live TV channels, and Apple Music for free. Unfortunately, you can't track your flight, only seeing how much time is remaining. So if American would be so kind as to add this feature in the future, hopefully near future, I would personally greatly appreciate it, as I'm pretty sure they're the only ones that don't offer flight maps on a huge chunk of flights. So, remember when American used to have a magazine? Well, that's long been gone, and now in its place is this in-flight guide provided at every seat. It shows all the entertainment options on board, which I just showed you already, as well as their complimentary beverages and snacks.
Say guys, these planes are not my favorite. The Transcon plane, the A321T, is a much better ride. This is kind of like an elongated A320. It's not very comfortable in my opinion, but having an empty seat next to me definitely helps. Even if this is a 4-hour flight, 20 minutes left.
Welcome to Chicago.
Well, not quite yet. Still gotta land. In general, this was just your average domestic American flight with a nearly full load and on one of the more popular routes in San Francisco to Chicago. It wasn't a bad flight by any stretch, but it's definitely what I've come to expect from AA which is nothing much. It always feels like a very business-heavy airline, catering to those folks mostly, much more than the average Joe. And if I didn't have status with them, if they weren't fairly large in my hometown, and if they weren't connected with Alaska Airlines, probably wouldn't choose them much. But here I am, and I will continue to fly with American, because sometimes you just have to. And compared to when this was shot, they have gotten slightly better with their service, especially in regards to first class.
Glad to be off that thing. We got in about an hour early. Now I think we're on time. Stayed on that tarmac for like an hour. Gotta love being back at O'Hare though. Now if you know me and you've been watching my videos for quite a while, you know I'm not the biggest American fan. I've had some good flights on them, a lot more bad flights. And this was kind of in the middle. Alright, all 51 pounds, and I added the other 3 back. So, all 54 pounds made it here. Didn't get lost, thankfully. Because I'm only here for 3 days. And back to winter. Ooh, it's cold out here again. I got my family coming here to pick me up. I always like how this airport's so festive. It's always a nice airport to fly through around December and Thanksgiving and January.
I got you nothing for Christmas.
Fun fact about Chicago, it is the second largest Polish population in the world, behind only Warsaw. That means I have a ton of Polish family here as well, all over the US, but especially in Chicago. It's very nice to see my mom's cousin again, as I haven't seen her for 3 years, almost 4. Alright, I'm staying the next 3 nights, I think, in this hotel here, a Holiday Inn Express. It's kind of south of Chicago. Let's see how it is. After sitting on an airplane all day, it's time to move a little bit.
You never work out. Yeah, right.
Alright, that'll do it for at least the first day. I tell you, I'm a very cold loving person, so I'm loving this cold. More vlogs to come as I have a short stay here in the Windy City, and then we make our trek back to the Berg. Thank you guys for watching. Catch you on the next one.